God has called you to come fly with the eagles. The story is told of a farmer who was hiking in the mountains one day. He found a strange looking egg and took it back to the barnyard and put it in the incubator along with all of the other eggs. When the egg hatched, it produced a strange looking bird that was peculiar to all the other hatchlings. The bird strutted around the barnyard like he was something regal, like he was something special. And all of the other little chickens in the barnyard would tease him and call him ugly and out of shape. Every day, this peculiar looking bird fed on chicken feed. He was called a chicken and he was treated like a chicken. But pretty soon the strange bird began to act like a chicken. He lost his indignant stride. He no longer felt out of place in the barnyard. Then one day a visitor came to the farm and walked through the barnyard and saw the strange looking bird. He walked up to the farmer and asked him, "Why is it that you have an eagle living among the chickens?" The farmer said to the visitor, "That bird may look like an eagle, but I have raised him to be a chicken. He lives among the chickens. He eats chicken feed. The only life he knows is that of a chicken, and all he will ever be is a chicken." The visitor told the farmer, "You ought not to tamper with the spirit that God has placed in one of his creatures. God has placed within the heart of that bird the seed of greatness, and you have harnessed his potential and confined him to the barnyard. But any creature that God has intended to fly in lofty places is capable of redemption. No matter how long he has been in the barnyard, when God puts his hands on him, he will mount up with wings as eagles. The bird may have the habits of a chicken, but deep down from the inside, God has placed in him the soul and the spirit of an eagle." The visitor told the eagle, "God did not create you to be a chicken. He created you to be an eagle. So stretch forth your wings and fly." The eagle took off from the barnyard, but as he was ascending up into the sky, the farmer took some chicken feed and threw it out on the ground. And the eagle came right back down to the ground so that he could eat chicken feed. The farmer looked at the visitor and said, "I told you all he will ever be is a chicken." Then the visitor took the eagle and climbed up on top of the barn where the eagle was able to look out over the countryside. Once again he said to the eagle, "God did not create you to be a chicken. God created you to be an eagle, so spread forth your wings and fly." Once again the eagle took off, ascended up into the sky. And again the farmer threw some chicken feed out on the ground, and the eagle came right back down to eat chicken feed. The farmer turned again to the visitor and said, "I told you that bird will never be anything more than just a chicken." But the visitor decided that he would try just one more time. Early the next morning, while it was still dark, the visitor took the eagle and climbed up high into the mountain. As he approached the peak of the mountaintop, the sun began to peep up over the eastern horizon. The visitor pointed the eagle toward the rising sun and said to him a third time, "God did not create you to be a chicken. God created you to be an eagle, so spread forth your wings and fly." The rays of the sun pierced the gleam in the eagle's eye, and his body began to tremble. His body began to pulsate with energy. With outstretched wings, the eagle flew toward the rising sun, and he never looked back again. The eagle soared toward the greatness that God had intended for him in the first place. One day, Satan held our souls in captivity in a place of hell, and we were restricted to a barnyard existence. But then a visitor came from glory, whom some call Emmanuel, came down to dwell in lives, he did not have us to live our lives in a barnyard of sin. He told us that God had created us to sit with him in heavenly places. On Friday, he bore a cross up a hill called Calvary. But early on Sunday morning, while it was still dark, he set our souls free. And I don't know about you, but ever since he pointed me toward the rising sun, I have never looked back. I'm just concentrating on the greatness of God and the glory that he's allowed to me to share with him. Somebody will tell you that since God has blessed us with an ebony complexion, that all we will ever be is chickens. But I have an answer for those who would keep me confined to the barnyard. I would just look at them in the eye and tell them, oh yes, I'm a child of the King. I'll tell them that it does not yet appear what I shall be. But when he shall appear, I shall be like him. For I shall see him as he is. I'll tell them, I got shoes. You got shoes. All God's children got shoes. And when I get to heaven, I'm going to throw on my shoes. And I'm going to shout all over God's heaven. I'll tell them when I got wings, you got wings. All God's children got wings. And some man morning, when this life is over, I'm going to stand for my wings. And I'm going to fly away to on God's celestial shore. I'm going to fly away. I'll fly away. Oh, glory. I'll fly away when I die. Hallelujah. I'll fly away just a few more weary days and then I'll fly away to a land where joy shall never end. I'll fly away. I got wings like an eagle. I got strong wings. Empowered by the grace of God. I got wings that God will empower me to be what he asked for me to be. Don't let anybody keep you in the barnyard. You were not created to be a chicken. You were created to soar like an eagle.